I remember the night I told her. I remember the knot in my stomach, the vanilla-scented candle in the air, the lump in my throat. I remember her sweet, trembling, violent voice. I remember how far down my heart fell that night. The night I tried to tell her that her daughter was a boy. The love I wanted so badly instead spewed out of her mouth as hatred and resentment. I wanted so much to stand there and accept it, to accept the hate and shame. I wanted to soak it in and let it consume me. I wanted to let her drag me lower than I'd ever been before, if it meant that she would be happy. The acceptance I desired instead kicked me away. I was almost ashamed. I wanted to shave the stubble off my cheeks. I wanted to just tear the hair out of my legs and somehow make it into a beautiful wig and stand before her as her daughter. I was almost embarrassed, wanting to run and hide every male attribute I had. The features I tried so hard to create, I instead wanted to cover up for her. But through my clouded, shameful thoughts, and through her broken voice and tears, somehow I remembered that my life, irreplaceable, was at stake. She could be sad, or I could be dead. But in that moment, I was dead. In that moment, I wanted to be anybody but myself. In that moment, I lost sight of what my life meant. In that moment, I forgot that I held value as a human being. Not as a woman, and not as a man, but just as a person. Just as myself, I was important. Through her disgust, I forgot that I had to survive. In a world of cannibals that will take not even a minute to think before they eat you alive, I forgot that I was fighting for my life. Like a premature baby, I was hanging on by a thread. And as much as I wanted to stand there in that moment and accept my beating, I turned around. I put my life first. I walked away from my own mother that night. I remember the way the word goodnight rolled out of my mouth at the same time as a single tear slipped out of both my eyes. My shoes felt heavy as bricks as I shuffled out of her room, down the stairs, and out the door. I remember the scream the door made to me as I closed it that night. And I won't forget how still, somehow the moon shined so bright, like it was smiling at me for preserving my life. With every milligram of testosterone shot into my muscle, I became more of me, and I think the moon thanked me for that night, for saving myself, for just living. I walked away that night with my heart broken in my hands, but I took with me my life, because I couldn't let somebody take that from me when that is the one thing in this world that is all mine. I'm writing this so all of you out there will remember. In the moment you feel yourself vanishing, slipping away, that you have to fight for your life because nobody else will. Remember that you are important and fight. Live and live proudly. Nothing is greater than standing taller than ever before and knowing I survived and I'm alive. Hi YouTube, so Daniel here. I missed my last 2 months of videos, I believe. My 10 months is in 7 days. So yeah, I think I missed 2 months. I didn't want to miss this third one. So here I am, a week away from my 10 months on testosterone. Not a whole lot of changes since my last video, quite honestly. More hair, darker hair, which is wonderful. I made a call for chest surgery, which is super exciting. I have a gender assessment this month on the 19th, which is 4 days after my 10 months. I'm pretty stoked for that. As far as changes, like I said, not much. I recently noticed that my hairline major changed. I did get a haircut, see? And while my hair is still lightly falling out, I still have a nice, thick, full head of hair, so that's wonderful. I mean, other than that, really, my voice is still, I don't know if it's getting deeper or not. It's at the point where I can't really tell. I'll compare it with my last video, or you can make the decision for yourself. Hair, definitely. I'm getting way more on my cheeks. They're not dark enough to see on the camera yet, but they are there, and a lot more on my chin also. I'm becoming a lot more confident with myself and who I am, and more comfortable with my masculinity and like not having to prove myself and stuff. So I mean, that's great, right? So yeah, in my life there's not a whole lot going on. I just quit this job where I am right now. This may be my last day, otherwise I'll have another day next week, not totally sure yet. Pretty exciting. My best friend moved to Baltimore, so trying to save up to go see her late September for her 21st birthday. Should be exciting. It better happen. Changes. Acne. It's getting better, I swear. I think I've said that so many times, but it really is. I wrote a poem. I just need to upload it. I wrote it a while ago, like a couple weeks ago. I just need to upload it. I make my videos and then I'm really bad at uploading them. Actually, I made one for last month and deleted it somehow. So that's what's happened with last month. Yeah, so I'm sorry, there's really not a whole lot to talk about. My life is okay. My storage unit got broken into. I lost a bunch of stuff, like my guitars. I lost all my poems. I stole those. So, starting a whole new collection. If you have any ideas on like topics for poems, I mean, I'm pretty good at coming up with them myself. But if you want to drop any ideas, I take suggestions. So yeah, you know, that's really all there is. If I get any comments, questions, I always answer. I'm like an open book as long as you ask. So hit me up for sure. Alright, bye.